Hi there, this is Mike Strong, M&L Automotive Lock and Key Services in West Sussex. Just want to do a quick video today. Some problems we've been having with Volkswagen Audi type keys. A lot of people, they end up with the snap key blade. It just shears off at that, and then with the key you're just left with that part sticking out of the key. Like that. So what I've been hearing is a lot of people are going to Volkswagen and they're asking Volkswagen to supply them a new key, or Audi or Skoda, Seat. It's all part of that group. And I've also been hearing that the dealers are telling customers that they can't just supply a new metal part of the key. Apparently this is a specially cut key. It can only be cut on a special laser in the Volkswagen factory. And these keys, they don't come apart. That key blade cannot be changed. It's part of that key, and the whole key has to be programmed with a special computer, and it can only be done in the Volkswagen factory, blah blah blah. New key is in excess of £250. Well, that is not the case at all. I would suggest to anyone that's got a broken key, do not bother going to the main dealer. The main dealer cannot cut keys, they cannot program keys, they very rarely can do anything to do with keys whatsoever. All the main dealer will do in any key related problem, all they will do is they will just order you a brand new complete key from the factory, and it's cut and programmed in the factory and just sent to the dealership. When it arrives at the dealership, there may be a small matching procedure that the dealer can carry out, but generally the key arrives programmed, fully cut, and it's most of the time it's just simply a case of cycling it in the ignition switch, and that just activates the key. It's ready to go. But for that they will charge you, well, for these Volkswagen keys they're usually £250, £180 for the older ones, but these newer type ones, these are usually excess of 250 quid from a dealer. So you don't need a new key. All you need is the key repaired, and that's something that we do quite regularly. These two keys that you see here in front of you have been sent to me. This one here has sheared off and it's left the key blade in the key. The key still fully functions as normal, not a problem. It's just that this is broken. So with this particular key, all we will do is just cut the customer a new blade, fit it into that key, send it back to them, and the key will be fully repaired. We got a blank key blade there. There's nothing, no special laser required. Our key cutting machines will cut these keys 100%. This key here has failed in a different way. If you can see there on the flip part of the key, it's actually sheared off, and the blade, which is here, which is completely intact, has fallen out. So this key needs a different kind of repair. If I show you on this, it's a little bit easier to see. This is the flip mechanism in the key case. So that your little button sits in here. You push your button down, and your key springs out like that, and that's your key. There's a spring that makes that key rotate out. So we got a spring there. That little locating pin is what tensions it in the key case, and then we wind it up, put the key case together. So when you press the little button in, the key flips out like that, and then you just press the button and slot it back into the key case, and it locks it back in. It's a really common problem on all of these flip keys. We've got a Vauxhall key here, same sort of thing. Exactly this, more or less exactly the same flip out mechanism, and it's just a simple case that if you don't insert the key into the ignition properly or fully, and then you attempt to twist it, this face here will just shear off, and you will end up with exactly that kind of damage there, and then the key blade will just flip out, fall out on the floor. Again, we can repair these keys, not a problem. The problem with this type of key and this type of key, this is the newer style Volkswagen keys, and it's called an all-in-one key, whereas the older style, this one here, is a two-part key. Now if I show you this part here, this is a remote control module from that key, and it just separates out, and it would leave you the bottom part of the key, and to replace that, all we would do is separate the remote out of it, flick this badge off, and it would reveal that circle there with a screw in it. We just simply undo the screw, separate the key case, that's the other side of the key case, separate the key case, replace the flip out mechanism, put it back together, not a problem. These newer keys are a massive pain because they cannot be separated. They're actually held together with a steel pin, and that steel pin is virtually impossible to remove without destroying the key case. So the only way to actually get this key apart is we would have to destroy the key case, recover the electronics out of it, the circuit board with the remote and the immobiliser chip on it, and then just transfer that into a brand new key case and reseal it all back up. The easiest way to define the two keys is if we show you this one here. This is the older type key. If you see the little red light there, the little red light is roughly in the middle of the key, and you can see there's a line separating the two halves of the key all the way round. Whereas the newer key, as you can see from here, it's got the little red light at the bottom of the key, and there's no line separating it on that. This here is just the battery cover, that will just come off. The actual key itself we can't take apart, it's actually held together with a steel pin. So two very different problems and two very different fixes, but everything is fixable. So what we're going to do is we'll just get this key repaired, and then we'll show you what we have to do to the key case to take it to bits, and show you what it looks like once we've repaired it. Okay, so just hold on and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we're back with this Volkswagen all-in-one key. So we've actually repaired the key. It comes with a blank key blade, and we can either take that out and put the customer's original blade in it, or we can keep that as a spare, and we'll just recut that. There's not a lot of point taking it out. We'll just recut that blade, send the customer a brand new key blade, and as you can see, the key is fully repaired. All we got to do is, once we've done our final testing, is you see a little hole there. All we need to do is just drive that steel pin into the key, and that will seal it up exactly the same as the original manufacturer's key. With the original key, we have it here, and as you can see, we've had to, that there is the steel pin, and as you can see, it is still in the key. You know, that's how difficult these pins are to remove. You have to really destroy the key. You can see what we've had to do to get the key apart. We've had to utterly destroy the key, just the case, to get it apart. There's just absolutely no way to get that pin out, unfortunately, once it's sealed up. So if you do need Volkswagen key repairs or any other flip key repairs, send us your key, send it to us in the post, and we'll give you a quote to repair it, and get it repaired, cut you a new blade and get it shipped back to you. If you need any further details, or you need to get in touch with us, you can get in touch with me on the mobile 07771 851 859, or the office number 01903 718 241. Okay, thanks very much for watching.